Guys, welcome to 2317 Oak Lane. Today I'll be going over how I am budgeting and estimating my rehab with this particular property. And I'm gonna give you guys a insight in regards to how I look at properties when I'm walking these properties, and hopefully it'll give you more insight on how to walk your own properties. First and foremost, I'm gonna start from the outside of the property, and then I work my way on the inside, so that way I have a organized fashion on how I look at property, so that way you can guys do the same thing. So let's get started. All right, looking on the outside of the property, I like to take a look at everything that I can see first and foremost. So I'm gonna point out a couple of things here that I feel like can be obvious things. The thing that's sticking out here is you guys can't really see it here in the video, but as I zoom in, you can see like there's some shingles right there that are lifting up from the roof, right? And so the roof is going to have to be replaced, and the windows on all of these right here, they're going to have to be replaced as well. The picture window right here, that can't be replaced. I mean, it can be replaced, but it's going to take you a lot longer to replace that, so I'll just leave that the same, leave it the way it is. There's some leakage of the gutters. You can't really tell, but they're in that section right there that's leaking, so that's gonna have to be addressed. The light fixtures are gonna have to be replaced. Sorry for the noise, it's kind of traffic is coming in and out. So everything else about the other part of the property looks great. What I'm gonna be doing is just painting the shutters and then also replacing the storm door. You can't see it, but there's a crack right there, and making sure that the gutters are operating the way it is, the downspouts. So what I'm gonna do is go to my left-hand side here, and it's a gravel driveway here, so I'm gonna have to kind of dress this up, right? From here, as I come up to the left side of the property, you can tell that there's some fascia board missing right there with exposed, I think, wood. So that's gonna have to be addressed. As you can tell, that has fell down. It's a metal piece. So over here on the left hand side, it looks pretty good as far as the property is concerned. Just need to probably trim down some of these bushes, but that's it for this particular side, the left side of the property. As I go over to the right side of the property, we can get access to the backyard. But one thing I want to point out, I'm going to replace all the windows right there. So I'm going to go to the right side of the property. I don't know if you can tell this in the camera, but there's some pooling of water right here, so that's going to have to be basically regraded. So I don't want standing water. So right here and here. So on the right side of the property, I'll get access to the backyard here. The right side looks pretty good. I mean, there's nothing crazy that's kind of happening here. Just going to need a nice power wash. The HVAC unit is fairly new, so that's also great to know. The windows are going to need to be replaced right here. As you can see, there's some grime here on the siding that's going to have to be replaced. Not replaced, excuse me. It's going to be power washed. And here we're in the backyard, in the back of the property. So some things I need to point out here. These stairs right here, they're going to need some handrails because there's more than 3 steps, or yeah, basically. And it's sloping to the left side of that particular step. So that's going to have to be fixed. Light fixture, that's going to have to be adjusted or probably replaced more than anything. There's some standing water. I don't know if you can tell. I'm going to zoom in right there, but that's standing water there. So that tells me that it's not sloped properly. So I'm going to have to slope it or add some dirt or whatever to slope it down away from the house, or have the water not stand there. The windows along the backside is going to have to be replaced. I'm going to probably have to reflash that bottom section of the house because you can see it's kind of rusting out right there. So that's going to have to be replaced. Okay, so that's the back side of the house. The exterior side, that's why I love brick. It's just, you don't gotta do anything with it. This garage right here, it's quite massive. It's gonna need some new siding right there, and there's some damages on that side over there, and this door right there is going to be replaced because, well, it's an interior door that's not meant for the outsides. So I'm going to go inside this particular property here, or this the inside of this garage. I'm gonna remove all the ceiling tiles in here, and I'm gonna replace the roof. You can't really tell, but there's some water spots along the floor, like in this area right here, this dark area. This probably gives me some context to either it's an oil or it's probably a leak in the roof. Coming in here, it's a nice dark spot right here. You can't really tell, but there's some water spots up above, and there's some dark spots right here on the bottom. And you can look up, and it gives you all that damage and fungus and rot. So zooming out real quick. That's it for the exterior, right? I'm gonna switch over to my face. So during your walkthrough on the exterior, you wanna make sure you take photos of the exterior on all four sides, including the garage or whatever exterior additions that the property has, just so you have a recollection of the property. So I take pictures on all four sides, the front, left and right side, and the back, and then the garage. So I can reference it later in case I forgot like what I needed to add in my scope of work. So right now I'm gonna take you guys on the inside of the property and give you guys a tour there and give you my thought process in that regards. Okay, jumping onto the inside of the property here. We entered into the living room with some stairs. We have some hardwood floors, which is great, very easy to basically resand and finish. So my thought process is here. My thought process here is look at switches, look at the HVAC vents or baseboard, what kind of heating material it has. Look at the levelness of the floor and what I'm gonna have to do to add on or create value add situations. So I noticed that the living room situation doesn't have any ceiling lights or any light fixture, so that's one item that I'm gonna have to add in regards to this space. As I walk through, I am pointing out that this is gonna be a dining room area, and this light fixture is gonna have to be basically replaced, the ceiling fan. You can't tell this on the camera, but or in this video, but the floor down here is actually sloping, and you'll see it kind of sloping the kitchen going this way, and you'll see a good evidence of this as you look at the baseboard and the shoe molding. You can tell that there's a huge gap right there, and so that tells me there's some either joist problems or foundational issues, and so that's why you need to get an inspection in regards to that, because you're not going to probably call it in the crawl space. But getting back into the actual room itself, so I'm going to replace that. I'm going to have someone take a look at the crawl space, replacing all the windows that you saw before, and when I go in the kitchen, it's tiled, which is great, but you can't really tell, but it's sloping to the left. So that's gonna have to be looked at, as I said before. And then the cabinets are also kind of sloping to the left. So I'm gonna give you a clear view of the kitchen. And this is the kitchen, it's quite small. So my thought process here is that I'm gonna knock out this wall right here and make the kitchen bigger, but also put in a kitchen island. So you notice that there is no dishwasher here, and it's over here. I'm gonna take this dishwasher and put it in this corner right here. This will remove that cabinet and remove space from the kitchen, so that's why I'm adding in this, on this side, a kitchen island to not only add more space, but also make it feel bigger and have it open up into the dining room area, giving it a little bit of an open concept feel. Okay, so heading into the utility room area, this tile looks pretty good. I'm not gonna touch up on anything per se in here. The panel is 200 amp, which is amazing. I'm probably gonna leave that light fixture the same thing. Probably dress up some of the drywall, replace the windows like I said before. Probably put a pan underneath this hot water heater right here. And then heading back into the kitchen, and probably leaving this the same way actually. Heading back into the kitchen here, I said before, demo all these kitchen and replacing all these appliances. And then let's jump into the bathroom and the hallway over here, just so you guys have an idea. So in here, everything is pretty much dated. I'm gonna demo everything as you see here. New vanity, new mirror, new light. Tile floors, I'm gonna have a I'm gonna have a fiberglass shower here. And what it's missing in the ceiling is exhaust vent that leads out to the back of the house and a light fixture above the shower. That's what I normally do with all my fixing flips. So that's it for the bathroom. And then dressing up all these other things that need to be dressed up, like removing the carpet here, painting it white, replacing this door and hinge right here in the bottom side. Since the floors are hardwood, I'm gonna continue the hardwood floors into the bedroom here. In the bedroom, I'm gonna do something very, very basic, replacing the ceiling fan with another new ceiling fan, and then removing the carpet, refinish the floors, and then painting it, and then adding new doors for the closet. Okay. And heading into this other bedroom here, doing the same situation as I said before. Nothing too crazy. Replacing all the electrical fixtures out here, adding on brand new switches, and that's basically it for the bedrooms. Relatively simple. With this light fixture right here, I'm gonna move this above so it's not in a weird spot, and then replacing those into switches into all white, right? And I'm heading upstairs so you guys can see the floors, the stairs. I'm gonna refinish all of this. I'm gonna add a handrail right here as a continuation for this handrail. So that's also probably part of the financing that you'll probably have as the end buyer. So these are the two upstairs rooms. This is kind of it's a Cape Cod kind of style home. This is wood floors. I think it continues all the way up into this bedroom. I'm gonna remove all the carpets in here. I'm gonna keep the wood paneling the way it is because I like the look of it. I'm just gonna paint the drywall. I'm gonna remove the ceiling fan and just have one combination, a ceiling light fan combination. And that's basically it. And paint the doors white, replacing the door handles, and then replacing all the outlets and the switches. Okay, so in the bathroom up here, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna demo everything. I'm gonna leave the paneling of the walls and then paint them white, kind of a two-tone situation. Replacing the light, the mirror, the vanity, the toilet, and then all of the shower right here. And then I'm gonna be adding tile floor with an exhaust fan, and then with a light above the the shower. Redoing the door, just painting it white, just kind of repairing this. Okay. And the kind of hallway closet here, just dressing this all up, patching the work up, and adding shelves into it. But I'm pretty sure I need to open this wall back up because of the shower in here. In this bedroom, doing the same thing all the other bedrooms I've been doing. Windows, removing the extra fan here, and then having one light ceiling fan combination. Removing the carpet, refinish the floors, painting the door white with new doorknobs, and just keeping it very simple. And that's basically what I will be planning on doing throughout the property. So let's give you guys a recap. So in summary, I am going to be doing all these different things for this particular property, and it's not like rocket science, just kind of point out the things you need to do. And in the interior, like I said earlier, I take pictures of the outside first, and then I go in the interior to take photos. This will give you a reference of what you need to address if you need to count any outlets or anything like that. It'll give you a better idea of how many outlets you need to replace, how many light fixtures you need to install, what you need to install, kind of like how you build a scope of work for your contractors. So I hope this video helped you guys out in regards to understanding what to do when you walk through a property. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, guys.